Do you have a girlfriend?
That came out of nowhere. Of course I have one. You met her yesterday, right? Tessa. The girl named Iris Sagan.
In your dreams.
Ota, do you want me to rip your tongue out?
Oh, well, as long as we're on the subject. Are you going out with anyone, Kizzy?
Oh, me? Such relations with gentlemen are completely foreign to me.
Are you into babyface guys that know how to cook?
Ugh, no shame.
Oh, my type is so stereotypical that I am embarrassed to admit it. Someone like Prince Charming.
A prince?
I yearn to be a princess. I hope my Prince Charming will appear before me with a glass slipper someday. That's my dream.
Well, good luck.
Glass slipper?
Ota? Who is that?
Well, he's a customer. He comes by a lot.
Well, in any case, I have a great affinity for shoes. My admiration of Princess Cinderella partially comes from that, I'm sure. Glass slippers. Isn't that so magical?
Ich kann mir vorstellen, dass man sich da voll drin wehtun könnte.
How lovely it would be to dance in them.
Ja, und dann zersplittern die und du schneidest dir den ganzen Fuß auf.
Wouldn't it be hard to dance in glass slippers?
That is true.
About Bats for
The
90.
video starts with a bunch of bats flying around.
Guess that, hence the name.
Guess that's where the bats part comes from. I don't know what the 490 means, though.
Were you able to decode it?
No way. I had no idea what it meant.
Well, it's not like solving it would have been a big deal. I'll bet that secret of the world stuff is bogus anyway.
Don't ruin the fantasy, Mizuki.
I'm just telling it like it is. It's just an ARG. It's a game for kids.
ARG means Alternate Reality Game. The Game Master releases mysterious information to the public via the internet, leaflets, posters, stuff like that. Players decode the information to discover a location or objective that moves the game forward. Simply put, an ARG is a fusion of games and real life.
The goal of an ARG varies. If someone beats it, they might get a prize, but most times it's just a prank. Oftentimes the main objective is simply to solve the mystery. Sometimes they are even used as a marketing tool. ARG are progressed by an undefined number of players working together, mainly online. Due to this, it has high potential to spread fast. It makes it very helpful when marketing content. Are you a student of Sekiba High?
I am indeed. How did you know?
Your uniform?
Don't tell me you're a uniform buffer, Yuki. I didn't take you for a pervert.
Kizzy is good friends with Iris and Mame too. Oh, you don't know about Mame, do you? Amame Doi's her full name. She attends Sekiba High like Kizzy and Iris.
Iris and Mame belonged to the same dance club as I. It was through them that I was introduced to Big Sis.
Why do you call Mizuki that?
This is a bit difficult to explain. I just sensed a certain elegance to Mizuki that was characteristic of an older sister.
Is that a compliment?
Tama, how old is Kizuna?
18, same as Iris. They're in their third year, so they're graduating soon. In other words, Mizuki is a whole 6 years younger than Kizuna.
So not a big sis. About the incident last night.
I was watching that quiz show live as well. Then, goodness, I couldn't believe it. That corpse suddenly appeared on the screen. I couldn't sleep last night from the shock of it all. I was worried about Big Sis and Iris as well.
Yeah, you called me a bunch, I remember.
You witnessed the corpse with your own eyes, did you not? Are you certain you're okay?
I'm totally fine.
Your mental fortitude is admirable.
I've been through a lot is all.
You like dancing, huh?
Yes, I most certainly do. However, I am not very good at it.
That's not true. You've even won a dancing competition before.
That was nothing more than a fluke. Iris is a far better dancer.
Hey, Kizzy, I want to see you dance.
Where did this come from?
I want to see too.
Don't you want to see too, Ryuki?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I've gotta see this.
Then I'll play some music. Just a sec.
Wait, I have not agreed to anything yet.
We didn't ask you. That's an order. Wir können doch kein Somnium-Files-Spiel haben ohne eine Tanznummer.
classroom. Oh well, I'll eat some donuts in the bathroom. Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend. I see all of their smiles in their pics online. Wait, why is that making me cry? Oh my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of a dream we share? But dreams are just for dreamers, lonely hearts and schemers. I've got to break the chains of fate on my own. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lonely girls across the world, let's wake up and fight. Worlds apart with beating hearts, unite the light through the night. If the boys want to reach us, they'll have to keep up. Without you, I am lonely. I need to be home.
I know your name. You're Kizuna, aren't you? I heard you introducing yourself earlier. My name's Lien. Lien Twining. And I'm 22 years old. My father's American and my mother's Japanese. So, Kizuna, I want you to marry me.
You unlocked Stalker.
Huh?
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. My heart feels like a jackhammer, like it's gonna burst out of my chest any second.
Why are you here?
Actually, I got fired yesterday. I didn't feel like doing anything after I woke up this morning. I came here so I could drink my problems away.
But you were drinking non-alcoholic beer.
I can still get drunk off of them, okay?
What job did you get fired from?
I was a bank clerk.
Mm-hmm.
What were you really?
I don't like talking about it, but I was a janitor.
I think that is a noble job.
You're so right! But unfortunately, my job was taken from me. I have zero motivation to do anything now. Hard work just seems so pointless.
I dislike people who don't work hard.
All right. I'm hitting up the employment office tomorrow.
This guy has a rather one-track mind.
He doesn't seem all that bad, though.
You're joking about the marriage thing, right?
Of course this isn't a joke. Kizuna's dance purified my heart. There was so much darkness building inside me, but she cleared it all away. It felt like I went straight to heaven. I've always wanted to be a pilot since I was little. It was my dream to fly through the sky. Kizuna made that dream come true for me. Seeing her dance, it was like my soul pierced the heavens and flew into the stars. So, I've decided. I'm gonna marry her!
Yeah, good luck with that.
Won't you marry me, Kizuna?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Okay.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that either.
No, thank you.
Anyway, I won't give up. You'll come around eventually, Kizuna. My motto is, if at first you don't succeed, try and fail again!
Meinst du nicht irgendwie was anderes?
I think you mean try again.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't obtained much useful information. There's no point in staying here for too long.
Yeah, let's go somewhere else.
He looks completely out of it. Kizuna. Yeah, let's go. Ich drücke meinen falschen Knopf. Seki Bahai. Iris und die aus dem Mermaid Café,
Iris, how are you feeling?
von der Date sich einmal die Knochen angeguckt hat.
Still upset about last night?
I'm okay. I recover pretty quick from these things. See? I'm bouncing right back. Bouncy, bouncy,
Yeah, okay, you're still insane.
Ryuki, would you mind hitting her with a German suplex?
Seems a bit overkill.
Later. By the way, you're...
That's Mommy. She's one of my best friends.
Mami haben sie vorhin auch mal erwähnt, den Namen Mami. I want to see that too.
Nice to meet you. My name is Amame Doi. I'm a third year at Sekiba High, and I'm in the same dance club as Iris. I'm a super hyper cutie miracle beauty.
Oh god, let's,
Ryuki, I think we
yeah,
should leave.
let's just go. I think we've seen enough. Goodbye.
Hold on. So you're the one I heard about. Mizuki and Kizuna told me about you earlier.
Huh. You just pictured me in a leotard, didn't you?
No.
What? Why would I even?
Oh, it's a pervert!
I am the police.
Oh, come to think of it. You were on the quiz show last night, weren't you? Your name started with an R, I think.
Kagami.
Yeah.
Mr. Rarotaro, was it?
It's Ryuki!
I see. Mr. Ryuki Rarotaro.
Let's just go.
This is an all-girls school, so obviously there are only female students. So it's not like I don't understand why you'd want to stroke that chair, but
I do not.
The chair. The window. The blackboard. Is class over?
You know today is February 11th? National Foundation Day.
Oh, right. Then why are you at school?
Well, how do I put this? I just felt compelled.
I can only wear this uniform and attend this school for about another month or so.
So I invited Mommy, and we just kind of ended up here.
Iris and Amame are third years. They'll be graduating soon.
Why were you on the show last night?
Mizuki didn't tell you?
She did. But I want to double check, just in case.
The agency I belong to, Lemniscape, received a request for me to appear. They wanted me and one more person to participate as a pair, but we couldn't find anyone with an opening in their schedule, and that's why Mizuki ended up going instead.
Da unten steht German Suplex. Wo kommt das denn her? Stand das da vorhin schon? Weil ich schon die Option habe.
Clickety clack, clickety clack. I boiled a potato and my socks in a sack.
Mr. Ryuki.
Are you okay?
The song Ryuki was just singing was German Soup Socks, I think. About the incident last night.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. It did feel like some sort of paranormal phenomenon, though.
Paranormal?
Like I mentioned last night. Maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension. And that split the body in two.
Speaking of which, there are rumors that people who watched that video and disappeared could have also been swallowed into another dimension.
Iris is sitting on a chair.
Leering at an 18-year-old. It's a bit creepy, don't you think?
I was not leering. Iris is just sitting on a chair. I have no further commentary.
Now you're trying too hard.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Without a hint of lecherous intent, I am looking at Iris sitting on a chair. Happy now, Tama? What's your career path going to be after graduation?
You could say I'm a part-timer. It's just me and my mom back home, so money's tight. I don't have time to go to college or a specialty school.
But Mommy is so smart. She always has the best grades, even though she doesn't go to class much.
I've been busy with my part-time job and dance practice.
Where do you work?
I work as a mermaid at a gaudy maid cafe called Sunfish Pocket. Mermaids are what they call the maids that work there.
They wear these cute mermaid outfits as they serve the customers. I know because I used to work at Sunfish Pocket a long time ago. Mommy works there at night after dance practice.
Ja, aber das sind doch nur Knochen.
Mommy turned into a skeleton.
Das haben sie im ersten Spiel schon mal angeboten, um den Spieler dann halt zu verarschen. Von wegen, ja, hier, bitte sehr, Knochen.
It's an X-ray. Anyway, the girl does have some nice femurs.
What
I'd
even
love to
are
get inside
femurs?
those for a taste of the marrow.
What is wrong with you?
I can see your mama's skeleton. Okay. How late do you work?
Don't tell anyone, but until about 11.
Even when you were 17.
Yes. ever since I was 16.
That's a violation of Article 61 of the Labor Standards Act, though it would be the employer who would be penalized.
I lied to the manager about my age.
Labor Standards Law Article 61 declares that you cannot employ anyone younger than 18 from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Oh, deswegen.
So according to my profile, I'm 20 years old right now.
Also, als sie 16 war, hat sie dem Manager gesagt, sie wäre 18.
That's a bit.
I'm sorry. Please don't arrest me. My family's poor, so I need to keep working.
About Jin Furue.
I don't think there's anyone from our generation that doesn't know who he is. He's famous for having a sharp tongue. He used to write a bunch of completely lame articles and critiques online. He used to start up stupid internet drama crap on Twitter, too.
Klingt irgendwie nach Elon Musk.
Amame has a pretty sharp tongue herself.
His main job was being the CEO of Music Food. I guess that's like the president of the company? I think I read an article online that said he started the business when he was 22.
But his history before then is shrouded in mystery. And no one knows anything about his childhood, right?
Yeah, he was a pretty mysterious figure.
Music Food is a subscription music service. It mainly focuses on Japanese music, so it's not a widely known service worldwide, but they do have 10 million subscribers, so I'm sure they make a good profit. About the incident last
I
night.
know about the incident. I was watching the live stream of that quiz show.
What is this about being swallowed into another dimension?
That QR code video. A similar video went viral about half a year ago.
The Bats 490 video. Supposedly people who saw it suddenly vanished.
That's 490. Kizuna mentioned the same thing.
So, they say those who went missing were taken into another dimension.
Did you also see Bats 490?
Yes,
So did I.
But you two haven't disappeared.
that's because we haven't decoded it.
There's a code hidden inside Bats 490.
They say the code reveals a specific location.
You have to go there to get taken into another dimension.
And the people who decrypted the code all said the same thing before vanishing.
I've learned the secret of the world.
But no one knows what that secret is. Yanni, I told you to wait for me at the gate, didn't I?
Yeah, but I got here a bit early.
Falls irgendjemand den YouTuber ProZD kennt, das ist ein Koreaner, der eine Menge lustige Videos auf YouTube macht, immer so recht kurze, hauptsächlich. Der spricht den Typen.
His name is Gen Ishiagane. He's the owner of the fusion restaurant Brahmin in Golden Yokocho. No, I'm sure you already know that.
Yeah, I've been there many times. But why is Gen here?
Ah, if it isn't Mr. Ryuki. Are you here to investigate that case by any chance?
Yes, I was talking to Iris about it.
I also watched the quiz show last night. Several people I know were on it.
Why are you here?
I drove here to pick up Amame and Iris. I need them to help out at work tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, Genny. Something came up.
Oh, I see.
I'm free though. I can still help.
That'd be great.
You two are close with Gen, huh?
Yeah, we're just a big ol' happy threesome.
That was a weird way to phrase it.
Amame visited Brahmin a lot, even back when it was in Yotsuya.
Once it moved to Golden Yokocho, I took Iris there.
Kaidan.
You've been to Brahmin too, Mr. Ryuki?
Of course. I've been there several times. Mr. Date took me there.
Mr. Date? So you must know Mr. Date too, Genny.
I've known him for a long time. We're so close, we've seen each other's buttholes.
Didn't want to know that. Und guck mal, jetzt hat Date einen Rock.
Wow, what a small world.
Is she really going to ignore the butt part?
Were you able to get in easily?
Oh, are you asking because I'm wearing this mask? It was fine. The security for this school is practically non-existent. There are tons of places on the grounds without any fences or security cameras.
So you didn't walk in through the front gate?
I couldn't have, dressed like this. A guard would have stopped me.
Wie bei Piscino. That's a reason he always wears the mask. He would scare people if he took it off. I haven't seen him without his mask myself, but that is what he said. Supposedly it's something he was born with. He got called a monster when he was a kid. I would like to try Mr. Gan's cooking.
You're more than welcome to visit anytime.
Genny's cooking is amazing.
Everything he makes is so good. My tongue could fall right off. Personally, I think his place and Matsushita Diner are competing for the #1 spot.
Come on now, don't compare my restaurant with a place like that. The cooking there was superb when Takuro was still the man behind the chef's knife, but now it's his son Ota running things. He doesn't know the first thing about cooking. His dishes are missing the most important condiment.
If you say so.
Well, I think we got enough info here for now. Ryuki, wanna get going?
Sounds good.
Kumakura office.
Wait, you're the director of that quiz show, Chimpei?
You got a problem with that?
No, but
I told you, he got out. He's making an honest living as a civilian these days. Ain't that right?
That's right, boss.
Stop calling me that. I'm not a member of the gang anymore.
There's a piece of paper with some general principles written on it. It reads, "No dating apps allowed." This month's plans are laid out on a whiteboard. 24th, how to go viral on Kicktop workshop.
Do, re, mi, so far.
Help! I've been flattened!
did you just hear something?
No, nothing.
Oh, just so you know, that thing's fake. It's not a real tiger.
Why did you become the director for the show?
I actually used to attend a vocational school to learn about film. I wanted to be a porn director.
Of course.
I used the connections I got there to reach out to a production company for online shows, and I was promoted to director right away. Supposedly, the last director ran away, so they really needed me to take his place.
Why was the director one of the contestants?
We didn't have enough people. The quiz show needed 3 teams of 2 to answer questions. We tried hard, but couldn't get together that last team. I had no choice but to participate myself, so I invited the boss to go with me.
And MoMA agreed to participate?
Well, you know, it was a request from one of my precious underlings after
I think
all.
you got about Iris Dava.
I convinced him by saying Tessa would be there too. Then he agreed right away.
About why you left the group.
My girl has a baby on the way right now, so we decided to get married. But her parents wouldn't approve of it. Said they wouldn't let me have their daughter unless I got out of the business. I agonized over the decision, so much that I could only eat 2 slices of pizza instead of the usual 3.
Oh my god, the horror.
But a man has to do what a man has to do. So I made up my mind to talk to the boss about it. But before I could...
Oh, I get it. Then I'll try asking him for you.
Det är så fort Yakuza-fan.
And MoMA listened to Iris.
What? I didn't have any ulterior motives, so don't get it twisted.
About the case.
Sorry, but I haven't found anything that might be a lead.
What about the rest of the staff?
They'll probably tell you the same thing.
The detectives from HQ have already questioned the rest of the staff. Their report is uploaded on the database. 0 clues. There isn't any information that could help us at all.
What about the other contestants? The show was supposed to run for 6 hours straight, from 6 to midnight. But it wasn't the same contestants the whole time. They were supposed to swap out every hour. Our appearance was slated for 9 p.m.
Wouldn't know anything about the others. I already turned in the list of contestants to the cops. Why don't you try hitting them up one by one?
The other detectives already took care of that a while back. No clues there either. There haven't been any reports of suspicious individuals.
Why did you come back after leaving the group?
I came to say thanks to the boss for yesterday. I was thinking of going to Akiba. This place is on the way.
Why Akiba?
Well, I need to stop by a maid cafe.
Maid cafe?
Yeah, it's called Sunfish Pocket. My girlfriend works there.
Okay. About the
I'm
case.
pissed about the case, too. That co-appearance was like a dream come true. The whole show was ruined. I'd love to get my hands on the bastard responsible.
A dream come true?
The boss and Tessa got to...
Shut it! Anyway, I'd love to help you with your investigation and all, but unfortunately, I don't have any info that might be useful to you.
Do you have any leads at all?
I don't know what to tell you.
Did you see any suspicious people hanging around the studio, for example?
Suspicious people. I guess the only one who comes to mind is Kameji.
Kameji? You mean...
Yeah, Andy's Kameji, the host. Supposedly he has connection to the Yakuza. I'm not talking about our group, of course. It's just something I heard at a meeting with the street bosses. Word is he's involved in some dangerous transactions. Though that might not have anything to do with last night.
Kameji has connections with the Yakuza?
Ja, wie praktisch, den wollten wir doch eh als nächstes treffen.
Could it be true?
Let's figure that out later. You need to gather intel for now.
Got it. Then let's go somewhere else.
Did Jinbei's resignation go smoothly?
Yeah, I didn't take his finger or anything. We're not doing any of that outdated cutting off your finger deal.
After all, the Kumakuras are a gang with morals.
Sounds like an oxymoron. Like a vegan zombie. I hacked into it. There are a ton of videos of salmon laying eggs in there.
I don't think that's a problem. We all have our own interests.
If that's interesting. Misetan Department Store. Oh nein.
Shoma, my little boy, he's in elementary school. One day I wake up, go to the bathroom mirror, and I have writing on my forehead. It must have been Shoma. He had been learning letters in school recently. Anyway, he writes, Death Tub. And I'm thinking, Death Tub? Is that what he meant? Is he trying to tell me something? Then Shoma saw my face and started busting out laughing. And I was thinking, what's so funny? That's when I realized when you see Death Tub in the mirror, God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
Ich glaube, ich weiß, warum der nicht sehr berühmt ist. Ich glaube, er hat gerade seinen ersten Fan gefunden. Und zwar nicht uns.
Another story about Shoma. One day I got a call from school and a rather heavy-set vice principal told me, Your Shoma called me a pig of all things! I apologized, then gave Shoma a talking to. Listen here, Shoma. Don't you ever call the vice principal that again. He said, Okay, I won't call the vice principal a pig anymore, but it's okay if I call a pig vice principal, right? I say, sure, why not? So then as the kid is leaving, he says, I'm sorry, can I go play with my friends now, vice principal? God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
Was ist mit dem falsch gelaufen? Das war das Lustigste, das passiert ist. Ja, still better than Amy Schumer. So lustig wie die.
Are you finished?
Are you finished? Because I really can't take any more of this.
Well, you're the only one here.
Yeah, not surprised about that.
You're Mr. Ryuki from the Metropolitan Police Department, right? You came here to talk about what happened?
Yes.
Then let's go somewhere else to talk.
Okay.
You prefer someplace quieter, right?
I don't really care, but if you wish.
Wait, the Ferris wheel?
Well, why not?
Okay.
Alone with a middle-aged man in an enclosed space? This is not what I had in mind.
Yoneharu Enda, aka Anders Komeiji, is sitting in front of me. Why did you host the quiz show?
You know I'm a comedian now.
If you want to call it that.
But when I was in my early 20s, I was working as a regular company employee.
Probably should have stayed there.
I appeared on several quiz shows on the side and ended up winning first place many times.
Komeiji was famous as a quiz king ever since he was a student. He even had worshippers who lauded him as the quiz god.
Thinking back, that may have been the peak of my life. Adored wherever I went, everyone buying me all sorts of things. Maybe I shouldn't have taken advantage of the situation like I did. I was so enamored by the glamorous celebrity life. I've always loved comedy, so I strived to become a comedian. And after that, well, it's just as you saw on that stage.
I wonder why there wasn't an audience. It was so funny.
Yeah. Totally. Okay, go on.
I haven't told you yet, have I?
Stimmt.
The producer for that show knew about me from my Quiz King days. He thought I could tell all sorts of anecdotes and gave me an offer to host the show.
Also.
Right. Sorry for calling you Team Popo back then. It was in the script. Didn't really have a choice.
By the way, Iris and Mizuki were called Team Lemniscate, and Moma and Shinpei were called Team Yakuza. Oh, wie kreativ. Why a Ferris wheel?
I love Ferris wheels. I like anything that continuously spins around, actually. Plane propellers, washing machines, the beds at love hotels.
Wait, they spin around?
There used to be rotating beds at love hotels a long time ago.
Wow. Das klingt irgendwie interessant.
How do you know that?
Just like life, isn't it? With its ups and downs. We rotate around the same places over and over.
All the beds at love hotels don't go up and down, though. Although, I guess they do.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, also schon irgendwie.
My boy is just like me, you know?
Shoma? You mentioned him on stage earlier.
Ja, sein Sohn.
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too. He's almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time. He talks like he's all grown up, but he's still a kid inside.
With your love of Ferris wheels, I'd say you're still a kid on the inside too.
You got a point there. You're probably right.
About Shogun.
He's right in the middle of his rebellious stage, so he's been a handful. His mother hasn't been around for about 3 years now.
Was it a divorce?
Yeah. She got sick of me and left the house.
Does this have to do with the Yakuza by any chance?
What? Where in the world did that come from?
Just something I heard. That you have gang connections.
That's complete nonsense. I'm just an ordinary comedian.
Well, even if it was true, he wouldn't just admit it.
You're close.
Oh, this? It's my one and only stage outfit. This sharp little bow tie is the highlight. My boy bought it for me last year.
Bow ties are somewhat unusual. Traditional ties are more common.
But you weren't wearing that tie last night, were you?
Oh, I wasn't. I tend to take it off or put it on based on how I'm feeling.
Do you come to the stage a lot?
Yeah, the owner of the Misaton department store took a liking to me.
It's probably the only one.
He's given me the opportunity to appear several times now.
About last night's incident.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what happened. I was just invited there and hosted the show as requested. Then, that body suddenly appeared.
Did you know Jin, the victim?
I've never met him. I do know he was hated for his extreme narcissism and ego. If I had to guess, the motive was probably a grudge. Someone must have had a grudge against him and did that.
Smells like alcohol in here.
Ah, does it?
A little.
A lot is more like it. Komeiji's blood alcohol level is 0.12%. The early stages of inebriation.
I just couldn't get over what happened last night and ended up drinking too much. I wanted to forget about everything. I had to drink. Sorry I couldn't help, Mr. Ryuki. I wish you luck with the investigation. I'm rooting for you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'm gonna drink some more. Geh bitte nicht wieder auf die Bühne. Okay, wir gehen erstmal zurück. Schon Abend, aber nicht so wirklich fruitful jetzt.
You're going back to Abyss?
Sieht ein bisschen aus wie bei Persona.
Yeah. I want to reorganize the information I have so far.
Then why don't you just do it in this limousine?
Ist das der Jägermeister? Sieht aus wie die Jägermeisterpulle.
Oh, right. I guess I could.
Ist doch voll die Jägermeisterpulle hier. Ist schon irgendwie ganz schön fancy. Und bei Persona hatten sie auch auf der linken Seite so eine Bar, glaube ich. Scream like a little girl. Recite the sutras.
Essence of the Sutra of Great Wisdom, which permits us to go further. The Bodhisattva of the true freedom through the deep practice of O Sariputra. Phenomena are no different to emptiness. Emptiness is no different to phenomena. This incomparable mantra tells us, on, together, further than beyond.
Dachte ich, das jetzt wirklich ein ganzes Sutra hier.
Shut up! Stop shouting!
But you surprised me. I thought that the ghost of an S&M pervert with a police uniform fetish who died in a tanning booth had come to haunt me.
That is oddly specific, but also very fitting to what we see.
Haven't I showed you this body many times over the past 6 months?
I'm still not used to it. Your body is semi-transparent, and I can only see you in the left side of my vision. So, why did you come out?
I thought it would be easier to talk to you this way.
What do you think of this car?
Honestly, it reeks of bad taste. Makes me want to puke just looking at it.
Thanks.
Keep talking like that, and I'll throw you out the window.
Then you'd be a goner too. I'm the one driving this car, you know.
Right now, I'm using the car camera to steer the car remotely. I, of course, control the gas and brakes. I sense sickness electronically. It's technically a self-driving car.
Why don't you take the leap and buy a different car?
I can't. This car is all I have of my parents.
Your parents passed away, didn't they?
Yeah, in an airplane crash when I was young. From then on, I was living with my younger brother. But 6 years ago, he also.
About the reason Jin's right half suddenly appeared.
Isn't that what you're investigating for?
Yeah, but remember what Mr. Date and Iris said?
For some reason, just the right half. I could travel through time and space.
Maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension. And that split the body in two.
Don't tell me you believe that.
No, just for some reason it's stuck in my head.
Organized information.
There isn't much useful information to sort out in the first place. If I had to say one thing, it would be the ViewCube video and that QR code link. By the way, I'm going to cut down on the word salad and call it QR video from now on.
Okay, fine with me.
The teeny bit of information we got from that QR video is pretty much all we have.
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video similar to that one went viral. Everyone was talking about it online.
The mysterious video known as Bats 490, correct?
There's a code hidden inside Bats 490.
They say the code reveals a specific location.
Everyone who visits that place is said to have gone missing. They all left behind the same message. I've learned the secret of the world. Hey, Tama. Is Bats 490 still up anywhere on the internet?
I looked it up. Here it is.
I have no idea what it's supposed to mean.
They say there's a hidden message inside, but I can't even tell where we're supposed to look.
Where did Bats 490 come from?
Same as the QR video. It was originally uploaded to ViewCube, then it spread from there. The account holder is unknown.
In any case, Bats 490 is the only lead we have right now. If we can figure it out, maybe it'll lead to the QR video.
Ryuki, you have a call. It's from Mizuki.
Mizuki?
I'm connecting her.
Oh, Ryuki? I got your number from Boss.
Hi, Mizuki.
What is it?
I remembered something about Bats 490. I thought maybe it could lead to a clue.
What did you remember?
Someone in my class at school actually figured it out. He decoded the hidden message in Bats 490.
He did?
His name is Shoma Enda.
Oh, Shoma.
He might know something, so I would go find him. Anyway, see ya!
Shoma. Isn't that?
Andy's Komeiji's.
Ender residence.
Shoma, you know what happened last night, right?
Musik hier ist schön.
The QR code displayed on that sign. There was a link in it leading to a video. We're calling it the QR video. I wanted to talk to you about it. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
It's Shoma. He is working on something in silence. Is this a puppet for the quiz? Old-fashioned chest of drawers? Toy robot?
A picture of Ame no Uzume, a goddess from Japanese mythology.
Der Gitarrenteil ist cool.
Supposedly, she is the goddess of entertainment and laughter.
There's a picture of Ame no Uzume on display.
You laugh more often than you breathe.
It's a lucky laugh game. The face parts are all out of order. Okay, das kenne ich nicht.
Is this a poem written by Komeiji? It says, "It's okay to fall off the horse. You're a saddle after all." Wait, this was supposed to be touching?
Family altar.
What is that on top?
Looks like earthenware. Maybe it's some sort of device?
It's a CRT TV. But do you think you can pick up digital broadcasts?
It could, with a dedicated tuner.
It's a CRT TV. There's a strange protrusion on top. TV stand. Folding fan for slapstick comedy. It's a squeaky toy hammer. Bild, das ich nicht auswählen kann. Oh, buzzer. It's the answer button for the quiz. Okotatsu, it's very warm. Wir haben ja noch Februar hier. Toolbox.
It's old. Looks like a memento for the Quiz King.
Quiz King trophy. Closet. Refrigerator.
It's Ada Rooster.
Ada Rooster?
It's a character.
It's an Ada Rooster doll. Kitchen. Ah gut, es ist kurz vor 11. Aber bevor ich jetzt mit Shoma anfange zu sprechen, sollen wir für heute erstmal beenden. Person 6 years ago. Hier haben wir wieder die üblichen Dingsbums. Character, da kann man hier noch alles mögliche nachlesen. Jin. Wie interessant, dass das Foto da eine Hälfte durch ist. Jinpei. Dislikes animal cruelty. Skills, squinting really hard to see through the censorship. MoMA. Skills, beatboxing. Okay. Ota. Iris. Runs really fast. Date skills. Reaction time increases 3.6 times under certain conditions. Skills, parkour and kung fu. Highly educated rich boy. Hired right out of school. Tama. Skills, bondage, wax play, and spanking. Not surprised. Kizuna. Komeiji. Warum ist das denn jetzt immer noch grün? Achso, hier Detective und Inspector. Oh, da steht ja sogar sein Name. Araya Kagami. Man konnte bei diesem Quiz am Anfang, wenn man Teil 1 kennt, konnte man, glaube ich, sogar Araya eingeben und dann sind die irgendwie besonders beeindruckt. Von wegen, wow, kennst sogar seinen Vornamen. Gut, dann speichere ich jetzt mal. Und dann machen wir nächste Woche Mittwoch weiter. Bis dahin, eine gute Nacht.